Sorted. Hello, Nero. Here is the manager of Ola Infinity Motel, Ola Infinity Motel Akute, Nero Ishasi Akute. Here am I, journalist of Point Newspapers. So I'm here to ask you, I'm here to discuss about relationships and how they treat us, and from a woman's perspective and from a man's perspective. I have a boyfriend now, so there are a lot of things I've seen in him that that are questionable. Why does he treat me like this? Why does he tell me leave me alone? Am I too clingy? Things like that. So we're going to be saying it from each other. So I take your comment, my question. So I am dating a man currently, just recently. So I call him sweetheart. You think I'm too clingy? Whenever I see him, I'm like, come, let's this. You think I'm too clingy, sir?
Not really. I'm not going to say you're so clingy. In the sense that in this particular case, I'll say probably the fault is from the man.
Okay.
Although
the man told me leave me alone. And that's how we want it. The one I've said was, you think I'm too clingy? Okay, then let's talk about how are women clingy in relations. I also want to know how men are clingy. The do's and don'ts. What should be done in relation? What should you beg for money? Should you beg for gifts? Should he just woman just keep quiet so that or should she expect gifts from the man? We want to tackle out all these issues in the relationship right now. Let's start for what should women expect? What should men expect from relationship? Let's start from a woman perspective. What should a woman expect in a relationship from a man? Or what should a woman do? What should a woman do in order not to be clingy? Let's start with that first.
If you ask me from my own perspective, I would say we have different characters.
Yes. You finished your cake.
Yes.
Take your drink. Yes, you can share my own.
I'm okay for now.
Okay. Guys, I bake cake, so see my cake, my chocolate. I bake cake. If you want cake, just call me. I'll input you down my Instagram account, down my TikTok account for you. Okay, yes. How does a woman become clingy? How does a woman become clingy to a man?
Like I was saying earlier, women have different characters. There are some who do not like it when you call them those sort of names. And I guess there are some men who are not even caring at all. You understand? Like, take me for example. If we are in a relationship, I really don't like it when you call me by my name. You understand? I pick up issues with you.
That's your drink. That's your drink.
Well, this one's not.
This one is yours.
Mine has straws in it. So I love it when you
so
call.
I don't want cake. It's sweet though. Eat it for the food. Eat it for the video now. Eat it for the video.
I'm
Food. Okay.
So I was saying, I love it when you call me sweet names. Like, we pick offense when you call me my real name. Most men does not like it as well.
It doesn't mean anything. I can just call you too late to look, but it doesn't mean anything.
I'm saying it from my own point of view.
Okay.
You understand? So if I'm going into a relationship with you, it's best we know our do's and don'ts. You get to know the things I like and the things I do not like. And that's the reason why I'm telling you this right now. You understand? So, you being clingy, it's not exactly your fault. But probably the man does not even fancy you at all. So, he should be the one to work on his own habits, his attitude, not you.
Come again. You say me being clingy as well?
It is not entirely your fault. That's exactly what I'm saying. So he should be happy that you're always around him. You're always trying to be loving and caring. You're calling him sweet names. He has no reason to tell you to leave him alone because you're being clingy.
Okay. Okay. So, what should men do in a relationship to make the relationship sweet? Do you think giving gifts is not necessary or is necessary? Because I, particularly when I'm in a relationship, I like my man to give me gifts, shower me with gifts, love and attention. I even used to even tell him, kiss me, cuddle me, love me, and all that thing. Don't do that. Don't do this. Do you think it's bad? This one, he will see me, he will not even go. He will talk like that. What should he do now? Don't you think a man should do that? You shower the man with love and kisses and attention and care.
If this man is finding it so difficult to give you all these things you requested for, then believe me when I say the man is he's not the right man for you.
Okay.
I'm telling you the truth, because if he truly loves you, although showering you with lots of gifts is not a sign of true love. Okay. I can decide to give you all the gifts in the world, but deep down in my heart,
you don't want some cake. Just let me say I can give you some cake.
No, I'm okay.
I'll give you some for you.
I'm okay.
Okay.
So as I was saying, it does not necessarily mean, it is also part of it. You can shower your woman with lots of gifts, but that does not guarantee the sign of true love.
Okay.
The true love comes from the heart. The only way you get to find out if this man is truly in love with you is when he calls you constantly to check on your well-being, to know how you're faring, to know the time that you're out, and when you're back, he should know your do's and don'ts. You don't even need to tell him to kiss you before he'll do it.
Thank you very much. God bless you about that. Thank you. This one I'll be telling you, kiss me now. Want to kiss me? This, but will you kiss? He didn't call me love. Will you kiss me? I'll be telling him that. I'll be like, Farida, hey, Farida. Within a year, I was like, what's doing this one? What is that? Because he will say within a year, Farida. So I had a question. Another question. Excuse me. Another question. I would think. In this one, he doesn't greet me. I have to be telling him, greeting me good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I have to greet him before he greets me. He was telling me back in those days, his mother that used to greet father. But I said now, it's men that now greet women. Excuse me. And I said now, it's the men that greet women now. Men greet women now. He said, okay, don't worry, I'm greeting you. But I know of somebody who I was greeting in the hospital. I'll be like, hey sweetheart, but hey Freda, how are you doing? Hey Freda, how are you doing? I prefer that he's greeting me. I don't know that I love the man that much. I prefer his greeting to me. The habit of his greeting me that way. I like that. But this one we have to either do like this, or I greet him good morning, like good morning before I enter back good morning. What's the right thing for a man to do in that greeting?
In all honesty, Farida.
Yes.
If you ask me, like I said earlier, if I were you, or let me use the word, if I were in your shoes, I'll back her from the relationship. That's because he's giving you so many signs, so many reasons to believe that he does not love you. So, judging by the look of things, it's like you are forcing yourself on him. You grab it, because on the norms, even when you go on a visitation, before you wake up in the morning, you would have prepared probably a cup of tea with few slices of bread. He will be the one to wake you up with. That's a heavy food in the morning. It's a heavy food to take for breakfast. You understand? You have to take something light, at least. That is what he's going to present to you on the bed.
Okay, I'll do.
Then wake you up with at least a bread. Babe, please, I'm off to work. I made you some tea. Take a few slices of bread.
Yeah, you can't just
blah 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 blah.
Not the only woman that will be working.
You understand? Then probably during the day, lunchtime, if you're not at work, if you're at home, you can prepare something from home and go give it to him in the office. But if you're the working type, Both of you can decide to schedule a perfect time when you guys will go to the eatery to take something. Then in the evening, you have to ensure that you're back home on time to make dinner. Or if your own job is kind of stressful as well, both of you can actually go to the eatery when he's done working. You understand? Both of you can just throw down to an eatery, get something, go home, take something, freshen up, and you know the rest. Uh-huh. But if he does not fall towards this category, sorry to say this, he is not the right man for you. Or probably, let me use the word, his heart is pledged to someone else.
What else again do I want to even say again, sir? Okay, what should we as women expect from a man in a relationship to say that it is a good relationship? What should we as women expect from a man to show that it is a good relationship? It should be greeting us, should be making food for us. What does it do? Buy us gifts? What does it show that he loves to? Will be kissing us, pecking us, kissing our lips? Will be so clingy? Will be loving? Nothing. I mean loving. What is it to show that the man and the relationship is good with the man and the woman? The man as first, the woman as second. Or the woman as first, the man as second.
Like I said earlier, if you ask me, not everyone thinks the way I do. But from my own point of view, I'll say a relationship has to do with 50-50.
Okay.
You understand? Take me for instance. I'm not the kind of person who's good at getting series of gifts for ladies, because I believe that is not the only way to show that I love and care for her. We have other ways of showing our affection for ladies. You understand? Although getting gifts is part of it, but that is not the best way to show a lady that you're in love with her. You understand? All the cuddling, loving, and all that, me, I still believe that they are all secondary. But true love comes from the heart.
That's what he told me, so I was like, but it doesn't show it, that it doesn't hug me.
That is
I have
why
to be the
I
one
said,
placing his hand here, putting his second hand here, for him to cuddle me.
That is why I said,
I have to be the one hugging him. Like, hug me,
probably
touch me
you
here,
might,
touch me here, put his hand here, put his hand there.
probably you might be doing something that he does not like.
Okay.
If I were you, I have to sit him down. I'll sit him down and discuss. If you're truly in love with him and you feel that your love for him is genuine, call him, sit him down. Both of you can talk things through. Ask him a series of questions. What are your do's and don'ts? What are the things you like and your dislikes? Your likes and dislikes. Just tell me everything that I need to know. You understand? Then, if he can't sit with you for a few minutes, then believe me when I say he has other motives. You understand? You can just sit him down and ask him a few questions. Then you tell him the things you like as well. And if he's not willing to change, if he's unwilling to change, you are matured enough to know the next step to take. You understand? But true feeling is from the heart. It's not by ushering you material things, showering you with.
He gave me gifts, but until I suffered in the relationship, until I suffered. Why should we? It took a long time before he gave me those gifts. I even returned one to, but one time he was not behaving to me nicely. He was not greeting me. I would tell me leave me alone. I cried several times in that house. I said like three times. But I told him to come and you say when I say I'll be saying, oh, let's keep saying later in the night, later in the evening, we'll kiss me, later in the night. It stood me up 3 times, 2 consecutive times, 3 times.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? Do you people go out on
dates?
Numerous occasions, as in
No, we met ourselves in the hospital and we got discharged. I got discharged from me. Later I got discharged from me. I came out of the hospital and I got discharged from me.
How often do you people go out? That is
We've
what
not
I'm
started
asking.
going out, not started dating. No. We just met ourselves in the hospital somewhere.
Judging by the things you told me, it sounded more like the both of you have been going out because
We've
you've
not
been
been
bothering
going
him
out.
with kisses and all that, and
We've
he's
not been
refusing
going
to
out.
play his part as the man in your life. So I wanted to know, how long have you guys known each other?
Let's just say just for 1 month. We are just for 1 month. 1 month, yes.
Okay. My guess is for you to still give him a try, as in give him a chance. You understand?
Yes.
Was it the one who asked you out, or how did it happen?
Okay, this is how it happened. So I liked him at first. I would touch him here, I would touch him there, I would touch him on his shoulders. And he was pushed to proposing to me, telling me that he loves me and all that. I would touch his back, I would massage his back, I would rub his back. And it got pushed. I said, first one told me that he's looking for, he wants to get married, look for children, I said, okay. Then he proposed to me, he said, one time to children and all to be together and all that. I don't know if it means marriage but maybe he said he wants to marry me. Okay, I think he has to, and I said I'll marry you. He wants me to marry him, then I said I'll marry him. But that's what happened. That's what happened then. I'm going.
How?
But that after that we started recording gisting together and all that, so we started our relationship together and all
Don't
that.
you think I'm not trying to make decisions for you now, but don't you think it is too early for you to say yes to him within the space of a month? You're telling him that you're going to get married to him just within the space of 1 month, because I'm a man. I know how we think. He might be looking at it from the perspective that probably you're cheating. Just within the space of a month, and you can just say yes to him just like that.
Okay.
You understand?
It was a real proposal. I just had to say something positive. He knelt down to me. I had to say something positive to him.
Most women, I can
Or
bet
without
you
a
that
ring, or a proposal without a ring. Because I'm not holding. I don't have any ring in my fingers now.
that is not a proposal. He hasn't proposed to you yet. If he is going to propose
That
to
is
you,
what?
if he's going to propose to you, yeah, I will call it a rehearsal. Yes, you're right.
Rehearsal.
He is only rehearsing because
You said it's not rehearsal, there's a rehearsal.
yes, now if he's going to propose to you the normal way, he has to come with a ring.
And later when he was leaving your I said, remember to get me this. I later said, remember to get me this. What I said, I told him, remember to get me a ring. I told him.
Like I said, he feels that you're cheap, and that is why he's playing hanky-panky with your emotions.
Okay.
You understand? Simply because he asked you out.
Right now his phone is switched off and I can't get you to he has not even called me on his line yet. He has my phone number, I have his phone number, but his phone is switched off.
How often does he call you?
He has never called me before. Maybe he see things I'm seeing in the hospital. That's why he has not called me yet.
Farida, believe me when I say the man is not the right man for you.
Okay, no problem.
I'm only telling you this because I'm also a man. You might rush yourself into this relationship, and believe me when I say you might end up regretting it. Because it is more or less as if you were the one forcing yourself into this relationship, not him. He believes the whole world is in his court.
No, he said we should take it further than the way we are taking it now. That's what he told me from very
Then what are the things? Wait. These things can't be said with just an ordinary mouth. You need to follow it up with an action.
Yes.
What are the actions that he has taken after he might have made such a good? Someone proposed to you. First and foremost, that was a fake proposal. Or let me use the word you used earlier, a rehearsal. You understand? Then after rehearsing, he does not call. No affection. As he stands, his phone is off. Are those a sign of true love or what? They are not.
Matter self time, so I'm
To the point that you were the one forcing him to hold you, to kiss you, to do this,
I
to
don't
do
be
that.
holding me, stop calling me and all that.
So these are not the true signs of love. Believe me when I tell you that if peradventure you force your way into this relationship, you might end up being heartbroken.
Okay.
So it's better. You're a very pretty lady, and
Thank you, sir.
I believe a lot of men were dying to have you.
Amen.
So do not rush yourself into a negative relationship, a relationship that you might end up regretting. That is the advice I can give to you.
So let's just take a pause there, guys. So be caring to your girlfriend, be caring to your wife, call her, show her love and attention, call her, call in, do send text messages, send love messages to your girlfriend and wife. Tell them that you love them, give them word of affirmation, give them gifts, give them all the love affirmations. Google them if they are there. Word of affirmation, lovely messages, gifts. They are all there. Touching, cuddling, well, and so on and so forth. Let them know that you love them.
If you ask me, same thing goes for the women as well.
What do women do then?
They should do the same thing men do.
Okay.
The moment you were taken to the altar.
Me, I gave him everything. I told him I gave all the word. I did all the
Your own case is kind of different.
Okay.
In the sense that it feels as if you were the one who approached him first, not the other way around.
How you see?
He really, if you ask me, he really does not know your worth. He does not know your value.
Okay.
That is why
he said he wants to come and see my house, sir. He said he wants to come see my house.
When did he make such comment?
Well, in the hospital, before he left the hospital, he said
and since then,
he has not. Maybe he thinks I'm still in the hospital, sir. But I'm giving it to next year, maybe next year, January, February.
He thinks. He thinks. When he ought to be calling you from time to time to know where you are. At this moment, he still thinks that you are in the hospital. What a very sweet relationship. What a very sweet relationship. So at this point, he is still thinking.
What is that?
He is still thinking that you are in the hospital. And to this minute, if he were to be someone who's loving and caring, let's assume that he's still thinking that you're in the hospital. What should he have done by this time? You ought to have been calling from time to time to find out if you're okay. Are you still in the hospital? How are you? Hope you're recuperating. What is the next step? Are you coming home? Should I come and pick you? Those are the things that should be ringing in his mind. But as at this particular point in time, his phone is, and you don't even know what he's doing.
He wants to buy a new phone. That's what he told me.
Okay, he's making use of Palasa.
I don't know what. I don't have any idea. I wanted to even collect his auntie's number, safe, but I forgot.
You really don't need all this.
Phone number.
If he is truly in love with you, even if he's making use of Palasa phone, he can definitely draft. First and foremost, your number should be on his brain. You understand? He should have it offhand. Like, he can just rush down to a friend. Please, can I just use 1 minute from your phone? I need to call my babe. I really don't know if she's still in the hospital or if she has been discharged. Please, I'm kind of worried. Let me quickly talk to her. Let me find out 1 or 2 things. Even if that his friend is a stingy type, listening to this kind of explanation, he will be forced to drop his phone.
Let me go and warm your rice for you. Let me warm it. Alright guys, it's Nara again and Farida or Mohammed. So thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned next time. Bye bye.